Warning. Main bay doors opening. Please keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. Stream will begin shortly.
All right, nobody's here, so I'm going to do a quick play. Welcome to the stream. And we're off. That's right, an exciting night. So exciting. Doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo, doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Hey, Gunfighter, let me cancel and I'll get a group going here.
Well, I'm just now logging in.
It's all right.
I didn't see anybody, so I was running some Mech 5.
Ah, I see. Not a bad choice, though.
Been getting my butt handed to me.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
That's some of those coyote missions, in-game coyote missions.
Yeah, they're hard.
Let's just say they're rated at 1,000 tons.
Wow. You can't bring that many tons.
No, maximum you can bring is 400.
Wow.
Well, I brought a king crab with a pair of 20s, 3 ER large, right?
Yeah.
And a SRM 6/2 pirate. I brought a Battlemaster with a PPC, 6 impulses, and an SRM 6, right?
Yeah.
A Zeus with a 15, and 2 ER large and 3 mediums, and a Stalker with 2 ER large, 4 mediums, 2 SRM 6 and 2 SRM 6 Inferno.
Yeah, you would think that would do something, right?
You would think, but that just wasn't all that nice to me. They was just not happy at all. Oh yeah, here, this is the one we got. This is the one that we got for this month. So let's give her a try. Unless you got some. Oh, there's a Corsair. I see a Corsair maybe, and a Swarm maybe. I don't know if there aren't or not, but.
It doesn't let me. Oh, you got in. Okay.
I want to send them invitees just to see if they show. They're showing online on mine. I don't know whether they're showing online on yours or not.
They're not in group, so we'll see here.
They're showing online for you, though?
Yes. But they're not in match.
I just love Torture Chamber.
What's Torture Chamber?
I get a different therapist every time I go.
Oh, great.
I don't think they actually understand what it's like to have to use force of will just to move.
Yeah. No, it's hard. How can any of us understand what someone like you that's gone through such things, and then your body's just basically a shadow of what it was, probably, right? There's no way for us to grasp that.
Yeah, let's see. I think my lungs work at like 20%.
That's amazing. And there's nothing they can do about that yet, right? There's no regrowth genetic therapy they can do with stem cells or anything, with your own stem cells?
Well, apparently, they want to put me on a list for new lungs.
But that'd be a transplant.
Yeah. And I'm like, nope. Give them to some kid that can use them, that's got life left.
How old are you?
57.
You got some life left.
I've been dead 3 times already.
See? 9, I think, is the general rule of thumb for cats like you.
Well, I've been in pain.
Okay, so they've made progress. Here's new stem cell identified for lung tissue regeneration. 2018, researchers identified and characterized a stem cell that produces new air sac cells in mouse models of lungs injury and in human lung tissue. So they don't have it in trials yet, or they haven't done anything with it, but it looks like they're narrowing in.
Like I said.
Hello, everybody.
New review offers a perspective on where the lung cell field stands, renewal of lung tissue by endogenous stem cell progenitor cells. This is 2022. So this is probably, you can't read it. Oh, maybe you can. You'd be a perfect person to practice on, though, because if you die, they can just revive you again from it.
Get there.
Right? You've already got a history of being revived. So they'd say, yeah, he's a good test case.
And I have DNRs in at all the hospitals.
Well, they probably want to revive you just so they can try it again with a different stem cell line. I'll go ahead and launch this. I don't see Swarmy jumping in here yet. Hey, Corsair. Oh, Swarmy's here.
Hey.
Hey, Swarmy.
Hey.
Welcome.
I'm tired of being a guinea pig.
Over here.
Yeah, but if it worked, that would be great. You'd be able to breathe again.
That would be nice.
You're on oxygen all the time now?
No.
No, you just work hard?
It's just hard to breathe.
Yeah.
When I move, I run. It runs low.
Yeah. Salute,
But
Kodo.
I'm sitting. It does okay. But when I start moving my legs and stuff,
Right.
Really.
But you need to move because otherwise your body's going to atrophy away too.
And I just love watching my C1 and C2 flop around.
Your vertebrae
Yeah, C1, C2.
on the top of your neck?
Yeah.
It's not supposed to flop around, is it?
No.
Huh. Does that make it hard to aim in Mechwarrior? Like all of a sudden your head flops over so you kind of miscalculate? I mean, you at least would have an excuse. I don't really have an excuse.
No, I have no excuse for that. I'm just a poor pilot.
Okay.
No. You're just not taking into account that Kentucky windage.
Oh yeah.
The windage. Hey, Valen.
Hey,
Hey, I know what the issue
Valen, we're
is.
searching. If you want to do a drop real quickly, you can join in here.
Yep.
Sorry.
I'm not doing 100 knot. I'm not doing 180 knots crossways of a target that's doing 400 knots in a different direction and a different plane.
Yeah. It's always the issue.
I mean, these things are just Pocahontases.
Don't know if I'd quite go that far, but all right.
Well, you're right. Pocahontas was faster.
Well, can't argue on that one. I mean, that's entirely correct.
No, these things go like kilometers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the locusts don't, it might go 60 miles an hour. More like 40 knots, you know? And a lot of my aerial gunnery, we were doing 180 knots. You know?
Yeah, true. Sometimes it's not the speed, it's the firepower.
Yeah, sometimes it don't help at all.
This is true.
When you're going into an LZ, you're flaring out, and next thing you know, the two mountainsides on both sides light up like Christmas trees, and then hellfire's coming down all over the place.
Reactor online.
It's like, yeah.
Sensors online.
I just love my war horn.
Online.
Huh?
So much fun.
All systems nominal.
Okay, let's see. What do we got?
Let's make it sing, guys.
Cut down any enemy that get in the way. Affirmative.
All right, here we go.
You?
Okay. I'm in Hoppy. I'm in my Widow Hoppy.
Like I said, the welcome
Widow
wagon at
Hoppy?
the end of the tunnel, lower level.
Huh? Yeah.
Guys, keep people off my back from above and from the side. That'd be awesome.
Did you say death from above?
Heat level
Yes.
critical.
Negative.
Okay, here I come. Whee! I'm breaking my legs already.
I'm able to do death from above, death from below, death from the left, death from the right, death from behind, and in front. I can die any of those ways. Oh, you meant killing the mech. Sorry, I must have misunderstood.
Airstrike
I'm
online.
smashing my own neck. Yeah. I'm breaking my own legs. Seeing how high I can jump and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's always a
How
good
far.
move, yeah.
Target spotted.
Somebody shot me.
Yeah, there's a lot of people shooting things.
Target spotted.
It's usually what the enemies do.
There's something in the
They
tunnels.
coming from the valley?
Target spotted.
I think I'm going in the tunnel with the other
right?
guys. There's fellas in the tunnel.
Target spotted.
Oh, I got a streak here too. Yeah,
Oh.
this thing's got a streak.
That's kind of
It's a
sucky.
streak.
My black scales are off center.
Shadowcat, wait for the heavy. Don't walk through there. What are you doing?
Target spotted.
I taught him everything he knows.
Wait.
I don't like that.
It's not
You
something
guys-
to be accomplished
I don't
without
wanna
fighting
fight
back.
Run away, run this way.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Sorry,
Target
pal.
acquired.
Target
What's in
spotted.
that tunnel?
Who is that? Oh, that's a swarmster up there. Okay. I'm coming with you, Swarmy. Leads the way, Swarm.
Please don't step in front of the Atlas with the Rack 5 gun. Thank you.
Are we going to go around behind to flank this clown?
Yep.
Okay, Swarmster. Whee! I'm flying again. Hold on, we got something over here. A rifle.
Target spotted.
Run.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Crappity crap.
Target spotted.
Crappity. I shut down. I got too excited.
I'm not going past that crossfire there, Herbie.
It's okay, I know that feeling.
Well, oh, God.
Did they get you?
Cross your line.
Holy smokes!
One of my buddies sent a link to a
Yeah, I can't
website
go
where you
past
can
that
order
crossfire.
custom-made joysticks. Well,
Oh
not
yeah,
custom, but
for Mechwarrior or just,
very nice.
just custom made in general.
They're just the aerial flight sticks for the
You
most
gotta
part.
waste one.
He uses them for Star Citizen,
Oh yeah.
and I was looking at them for Mechwarrior, and I was like, ooh. They have one that's got the thruster controls,
Uh huh.
and a whole bunch of little buttons underneath of it, and everything else. And I was like, I could map a lot of those to my cool shots. The joystick has like 9 different buttons you can use for triggering
Who are we triggering?
I feel triggered.
weapons arrays. Well, it's because you're firing.
Oh yeah, that's right. I am triggering.
Are you
Three of
firing?
us. They don't know that there's just 3 of us in there.
Fall back, fall
Otherwise,
back.
they'd be pushing us by now.
Ooh, dark.
What?
You have a strike of air there, and you can drop it on those things over there.
Over where? Oh, over
There's
there.
That bunch over there to your right that you showed before. Yeah.
They keep shooting me.
Oops. I didn't say stand there and get blown up. Over the top.
Get out
Right in
of
front
here.
of
Yeah,
you.
left go to your left side.
Damage. Left torso
That little critter's coming over the top.
I know. I know.
destroyed.
Not much better.
Shoot him.
I did. I shot him not very well the first time, but
Yeah, they were coming.
I was
by,
looking
but-
down trying to check something when he came over the first time. And I
Yeah.
barely got him
No,
at
that's
all.
okay.
Damn it.
Right
Sarcasmo.
torso critical damage.
Thanks for the sub.
Left torso destroyed.
Thanks for the waste
That
of your
rifle
money.
that's still alive? Somebody kill that thing.
We're not winners. We're whiners. I mean, no, we're winners. That's right. Well, have a great night. Try to stay out of the infirmary with sick and maybe crazy people. Boy, we're getting beat pretty bad. No wonder I was being overrun there.
Critical.
No, I think we got this.
Yeah, I think we do. Are you still alive, Stormy?
He's only got 10 more to go. He's got.
Oh well.
Oh,
Oh well.
I was having faith.
I didn't even see the sub message. Did it come through and I just miss it?
You got a subby?
Well, Sarcasmo said he just renewed his sub.
Oh wow, lucky.
I
you.
know. I'm gonna go to my dashboard.
Poor Sarcasmo.
Poor Sarcasmo. Poorer.
Huh?
Poorer. Yeah, it shows that somebody did. It doesn't show it over on my stats over here though, but it shows one more sub. That's weird.
Well, that's awesome for your sub.
I know I have 13
Hey,
subs.
Did you, see that? Did you see the YouTube I sent you?
The hired steel thing. I haven't
Yeah.
watched it all. I just started while I was rebooting stuff, so I have to go back to it. So I just
Yeah, it's got one of the original.
What did episode 3 come out?
no.
No, they was the coders
One of the programmers.
we're doing a thing with one of the original one of the original FASA coders
Oh,
and writers.
I didn't really
the
pay attention to
Battletech.
who was on it. I was just listening to it.
You were just listening.
I was
to,
listening to it, and I missed the introduction of who was who.
Yeah, but yeah, that's it. The guy they're talking to is one of the original coders.
Of the original FAFSA
FASA
Mechwarrior 1 or what? Or the pods?
80s and 90s, and the original BattleTech stuff in the 90s. You know, he's one of those guys. You understand
No, I'm not
what
sure
I'm
what you
talking
mean,
about?
because there's the tabletop guys, there was the FAFSA crew that had the license that would let Dynamics do Mechwarrior 1, so those coders were here in Eugene. Then there was Mechwarrior 2, and I'm not sure who coded that. I think that might have been maybe Sierra Still, maybe. And then there's Mechwarrior 3, and I don't know who did that. And there's Mechwarrior 4, and I don't know who did that. And then there's BattleTech, which is Harebrained Schemes now. So I'm not sure who you're talking about, who did the coding for which version, or I think the 80s.
I said in the 90s.
Well, I know the 80s and 90s.
90s.
I think
Yeah.
didn't the first Sim
FOSSA.
came out in the 80s?
That was FOSSA.
Okay, so that would have been Mechwarrior 1.
FOSSA did all the way to 4. All through
Did they?
all 4.
Okay. Well, but FOSSA didn't do the actual programming.
They did.
Like Dynamics programmed all of Mechwarrior 1.
No, they licensed
Yeah.
it.
I know they licensed it from FAFSA, but they did the coding for the game, the simulator. Dynamics did. Because I know
you're
some
talking
of the
about
guys
the
that did that
Sims
coding.
Chicago. You're talking the Sims, the Sims in
All right.
Chicago.
I'm out of my
The
game.
Sims that came out of Chicago, FAFSA might have done that coding. I'm talking about the first PC game. Valen,
I'd
if
have
you're,
to
are you
watch it
green?
again.
You want me to do a countdown?
Yeah,
3,
please.
2, 1, launch.
And we're a launching. Just a launching.
Launching.
We're some little launchies.
Oh.
We are little launchies.
I guess what I had for launchy today. Had a wide, really like it wouldn't be called a fettuccine noodle. Fettuccine. It would be wider than that. It's more like a
Egg noodle?
well, it was a flour noodle,
So kind of like lasagna.
kind of not that wide. It was probably a good 5/8 of an inch wide though.
So an egg noodle.
They were egg and flour, yeah, but not, yeah, an egg and flour noodle.
And were they longs? Or
They were long,
shorts?
so they were like a super wide linguine, like a large guine. Maybe we're gonna call her fat guine. Let's call it fat guine.
Okay, so in other words, they were uncut. They were uncut egg.
I guess so.
noodles.
And then those had like, butter and a little bit of Johnny's and then fresh Parmesan cheese on them. And then there was a big, long, thick piece of salmon that was bread crusted and fried.
Oh my!
It was really good. And there was some sort of asparagus and potato soup thing too that was kind of pureed together. I think Jennifer was trying to entertain
can't have
Jessica's
asparagus
boyfriend with some good food.
The docs say I can't have asparagus.
Really? Why's that?
Because my legs, they're they kind of weep. They weep and stuff.
And asparagus makes it worse.
Apparently, I'm not supposed to have a lot of iron because.
Oh, interesting.
And well, asparagus,
Online.
I mean,
Sensors online.
you know how we make our asparagus grow good and fast and strong?
All systems.
Rusty nails.
Oh,
Literally, rusty
yeah, it makes
nails.
them get the iron. They like the iron. This, you could barely taste the asparagus. There wasn't a lot of it in there, but still you wouldn't want it, I'm sure.
Oh, I love asparagus.
Well, for health reasons, you wouldn't want it.
Well, I'm not supposed to eat potatoes either.
But you do it. Are you a bad patient? Is that what it comes
Actually,
down
I've
to?
only had, the past year, I've only had potatoes like 3 or 4 times, so.
Target spotted.
But I do so enjoy. Who
Tunnel clear?
Who are we leaving behind? Oh, Corsair's left behind. Okay.
What are you doing back there, Corsair?
My brain's
But no,
not in
the
it today.
other day I made some salmon. Let's see.
Artillery strike online.
I put a little olive
Air
oil in
strike
a tin, in a pie pan, and then I throw the salmon on top of that, and then some sprinkle of salt and some minced garlic, and then some honey,
Target spotted.
and I bake it, and it's pretty good. I do enjoys it.
Artillery strike.
Okay, I'm
online.
coming over here, over this way with
Airstrike
everybody else is.
Airstrike
Target spotted.
activated.
Oopsie.
I think I just arty stroke myself.
Artichoke.
Arty stroked. Arty stroke. Arty struck.
You already choked yourself?
Arty struck.
Strike online.
Arty stroke.
You're an artichoke?
I kind of choked. Right.
Whoa, buddy, back up. This is a bad idea.
Heavy fire
Bad
in Bravo
idea.
4. Heavy fire in Bravo 4.
That is bad idea.
Target acquired.
UAB. That's a bad idea. I don't like fat kids. Fat kids hit hard. Mean old fat kid.
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that fat kid's being mean to me.
Why are there Fafnir's everywhere I turn?
Artillery strike online.
Another fat kid. Oh, he's got backup. Hey, where's it?
Morning.
With an assist at least.
Hey, Dead Money. Welcome.
Run away, run away! Run and hide!
Run,
Cool
Forrest.
down, cool down.
Morning, Doc.
Keep trying to hit something here. I'm not really doing too well.
See? I'm cooling, I'm cooling. Ouchie, that hurt. I got whacked good.
Come on.
Target destroyed.
Got myself a Fafnir.
Target
Archer.
acquired. Heat level critical.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Something's coming over the top back here. Got a grasshopper. Trying to flank around.
The enemy has started to chip away at us.
There's about to be some ballistics.
I sneaky up on his butt side. I shoot at him in his booty.
Left torso.
Ouch.
Critical damage.
Ouch, I'm stuck on something. Darn it.
Left torso destroyed.
I was doing so well until just then.
Destroyed. Center
Here
torso
I come to say
critical.
today. Or get myself killed one.
Critical.
I'm gonna die.
Oh no, Dalton, you need to go.
Shut up. Oh my god, I don't believe it. I killed that thing.
I did 764. Oh, that's pretty good. Pro Streamer Moments. Hey, 50, welcome. First PC game I ever remember was Crescent Hawk's Inception. Oh, on the Commodore 64? Yeah. The first computer that I ever sold was a VIC-20 Commodore. I mean, I was a computer sales guy, and then later a business sales guy and support. And it was a Commodore VIC-20 and then Commodore 64s, and we sold kind of an Apple clone.
Acquired.
And what were those called? I don't remember.
Gotta cool off. These things are being mean
New
to me up
target
here.
acquired.
Cooked myself.
Mine was a
What are you doing, Dad?
Zaxxon on the C64. A cassette tape, yeah. Loaded with cassette tape.
Don't let the hostiles take down any more of
Not all fun and games.
I used to write my college papers on a Commodore 64 with a disk drive, floppy drive. They only stored 170K. So my papers
Hotel
were 25 to
744.
50 pages long for my college papers for each class.
How many K did you say?
170K. And I would write a paper that
Wow.
was,
You got
500K
the
long.
double density, double-sided?
It'd be 4 discs. And you'd have to, if you wanted to go back and move something, you had to move the floppies back and forth and shuffle them based on how, like if you were going to copy chapter 2 out to chapter 4 and bring chapter 5 into chapter 1, you would have to dance the floppies back and forth for about 15 minutes.
You had 170 kilobytes?
170K, yeah, for a floppy.
And I guess you, where'd you get the double-sided double densities at?
Well, they didn't have them yet.
So how'd you get 170K out?
They were Commodore formatted,
144K.
Commodore 64 floppy disk.
Warning, incoming missile.
Yeah, they were 144K.
Nah, I think they're 170. I'll go check, see, maybe I'm wrong.
I had a Commodore 64. And drive.
Maybe you're right.
They were 144.
Oh, maybe 144 formatted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, formats. Yeah, that's how much you put on them. I mean, you had to play, I think it was Pool of Radiance on the Commodore 64.
Single-sided, 170K, and then let's see what the formatted size
740,
was.
yeah.
It would sound like it'd be 140, doesn't it? They're not showing here on this little link, but
Oh, did you write in Basic A or GDub Basic?
I didn't do much basic. I wrote my only one and only basic program I wrote in high school on a District 4J mainframe teletype terminal.
Holy moly! Did you say you did it on a teletype?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, you poor thing.
Yeah, you type it in, and then you type run at the end, and it runs it and spits out the output, and then you tear it off and hand it in for your grade. And if you screw it up, you got to retype it all. I wrote a little program that you'd input. It would ask you for input. You'd put in the input of the hull length of a boat, a sailboat, and then it would calculate the hull speed of that sailboat and then spit that out. And I don't think it was more than 20 lines of code or something. It wasn't like a big program in BASIC.
Okay.
Where is it? There it is.
I thought you was doing an actual
No,
database.
No. I'm just a yahoo. I didn't like programming. It seemed like a lot of work for very little gain, and I didn't really care. I realize that you can get a lot of gain out of it now, but back then it wasn't. Some kids, they get into that stuff, and they just there's just a fascination that it grabs onto them, and it was not that way at all for me, not in any sense. It was like, well, that's cool.
Does a lot of work.
I did my thing, and I got my grade, and
it's neat though. I like it. It's really nice.
Yeah, some people really like doing it. That's great. It just wasn't me.
I know.
Coding give me a headache. I really don't like coding.
For a long time, it was, yeah.
The guy that I worked with that coded, he could do the equivalent of what 7 programmers could do in the same amount of time. He would sit and basically look at one line for a day because he could shorten it by half if he really thought about it. And he just wrote his code super condensed, and not every line took that long, but he would get to a certain place where he wanted to optimize something, and he'd realize, I can fix this better, and then he'd clean it up.
My issue in school, it was because I had to idiot-proof everything.
Well, that's not changed, I'm afraid. Sorry to say.
I mean, and you're sitting there, I really want to shorten the code,
Yeah.
I don't want to have it. I don't want to have a stack of floppies the size of a mead binder, as thick as a mead binder, for this little bitty database.
Okay, here's the count. Phelan, when you're ready, let me know.
Go ahead.
3.
Can I have an invite?
Oh, gunfighter, that's right. You're standing here patiently dead money. Standing here waiting patiently.
Wow.
Sorry.
You were conversing, and so I'm
Yep.
not
No,
interrupting.
that's very good. Thank you. I forgot.
That's okay. I had to mute Dark on my stream because he was talking and I was trying to talk to one of the guys in the chat.
I can't believe you'd mute me on your own stream.
Always.
99.99% of the time. In fact,
Yep,
your stream
99.99%.
probably is really all about muting my stream, right? And then commenting on it.
And what I hated doing most was trying to find that one little mistake you made
Oh, I hate that.
in the printout in binary.
My friend used to code in machine code, in machine code, or in binary. He would do it either way, or assembler or binary. So machine code is binary. And he said he was good up to about 32-bit machine code, which is a string of zeros and ones, 32 characters long. He could do that, but he couldn't really keep up with some of the guys that could do 64-bit. It's like, seriously?
I mean, it just it drove me nuts.
So,
Are we ready now?
you guys ready?
We're waiting for
Yes.
Dead Bunny to get in and ready up.
I
Well,
got
you
it.
didn't say we're ready, so I didn't hear you. 3,
Okay.
2, 1, launch. Oh, I have a black screen. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Darn it. What is wrong? I thought my stream was working.
I always
It doesn't always turn on, and I don't always
hated
catch it
trying to
because I'm monitoring it, but I thought I saw it earlier. I can fix that. Hang on.
because you're going through all these lines of ones and zeros, and you're going along, and next thing you know, you're like, "Oh crap, where'd I stop? Where
There
am
we
I?
go.
Was that supposed
Hey,
to be
Dante.
one or a zero? Ah, you
It is a
know.
pro streamer moment. That's right. It's a
And it's
pro
like-
senior streamer, or just how would I say that? Pro streamer?
Pro streamer.
Pro seamer.
Right now?
You probably use those great big 14-inch wide with the dots with the little sides on them, and they just
The
kind of
paper,
roll up.
yeah, spooled or sprocketed paper. Yeah,
Yeah,
And giant
with the
fast train
daisy
printers.
and the whole.
with the old daisy.
Well, this
wheel.
had a.
and
This didn't have a daisy. I think it was an IBM teletype, so it had a ball head on it.
ooh,
So
you was fancy.
But I'm not sure. I don't remember vividly enough. What's weird about it, though, it was upstairs above the math department in a upstairs classroom that was empty, except for this terminal on a little desk with a little chair in front of it, and then the whole room was empty. Linoleum floor and a wall of windows that were north facing. I can remember that. So you went in there and you were all alone in this empty classroom. It felt a little bit like an old school scene from Chuck where the Intersect was kept. It's a great show. It's got a lot of heart. It's a fun show.
Yeah.
I don't remember that show.
Chuck, you need to go watch Chuck. It's a great show.
Yeah, that was pretty
When
good.
did it come out?
8 years ago,
What's it about?
probably.
90.
Are there 4 or 5 seasons?
Oh,
of
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Are you gonna push through the tunnel? We go
yeah. I
to
don't.
the saddle.
Honestly, I don't remember. Let's see.
Zachary-
Tunnel.
Levi and Yvonne Craig, or
Strahovski.
Yovanovich or something.
Yvonne Strahovski.
Yeah, there you go. I could never say that.
Yeah,
And Morgan is
they're a good pair.
hilarious, and
Morgan was hilarious.
Jeffster and Lester, and just the whole. It's art. It's beautiful.
What did
You
they
say
nickname
so.
what was the brother-in-law's nickname? Captain
Awesome.
Wonderful or something?
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. Ellie,
Such a fun show.
Chuck's sister Ellie is engaged to a guy named Awesome, who's just everything about him is awesome. Chuck.
Just you telling me about it is giving me.
No, it's great.
Oh,
It's a
awesome.
great show.
Target spotted.
I mean, it sounds like Fran Drescher.
No, and Bryce Larkin's in there. That's
I'm gonna
important.
focus on the back, make sure no one comes up in your ear.
It's one of our favorite shows.
Might be a mistake what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to do this.
We have
You'll
a
feel better if
customer.
you watch it. You'll feel better about your life.
Yeah, that's good. More customers, 12 o'clock.
Watch that.
Oops.
Target spotted.
Tunnel appears clear.
Come on, give me that target.
Are
Give
we
me
in
that
the tunnel?
Dorito.
I need the
What happened,
Dorito,
little
the
Bobby? You got
Cheeto.
hit?
Oh, we got a couple guys coming around
Give
the
me the
backside.
Frito.
Which side?
Yeah. Saddle.
Rocket
Over the
Bobby.
saddle.
Seven.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, they're coming over the saddle.
Come on.
Well, we need to focus one spot probably.
There's at least 2 or 3 of them coming through.
I'd back up if I were you alone out there.
I'm trying to get, yeah, I'm pulling them around Delta 7 to C7.
Ooh, he's good.
That's all I can do.
That's a Mech coming running wild.
Man, who's
Yeah,
dropping
They
airstrikes?
still follow
in
me,
that
they're
hole?
E7, come around.
This is not fun.
Target spotted.
Not fun. Somebody shoot me. I'm out of here.
Target spotted.
I'm surprised nobody's shooting me yet.
A couple of the other guys, yeah.
Oh, somebody just rectified
Oh, I see
that.
we're being flanked.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Oh, I walked in front of a big mech.
Warning.
And I can't seem to get out of the way.
Left torso
There's a Centurion.
critical damage.
Wow, that was painful. I should have stayed behind the crab.
Left torso
Half my torso's gone.
Mad kitten?
arm destroyed.
India mad kitten?
Warning,
Help,
incoming
help.
missile.
Run away, run away.
I'll get out of your way.
way.
Target spotted.
I'm mostly dead anyway.
Target
I know what
spotted.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump. Let's talk here and shoot down.
Come on.
Oh, finally.
UAV above us, Delta 4, please remove it. Target spotted.
Send some help in Delta 4 if you
Thank
can.
you.
Oh man, I overjumped.
Target spotted.
3 Mechs in
Done,
Delta 4.
Valen.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna die here.
1 in Delta, Charlie 3.
Yeah. Swing over to me.
I can't move.
Did no
I'm
damage.
offline.
Yeah.
I'm literally, they took out a piece of me.
Heat level.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
dead.
coming with the heavy gauze.
Yeah.
My
If they
rocket-
cut a piece of me
Fuck,
off,
get that
I'm
goddamn
dead.
Centurion coming around the back.
Because it removes a heat sink. If they remove a side torso, it removes 2 heat sinks, and at that point my heat is
Yeah, okay,
Target
well, never
fucking
mind.
stupid. Sorry,
Heat level.
language.
critical.
Sorry.
Yeah, our team is not smart, was not smart.
A little too busy in the circle, aren't
Target
you?
acquired.
Yeah, I'm hitting the high top of it. I'm just about done.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, well, they're coming right from behind you, so push forward. It's the best thing to do.
Heat level critical.
Oh well.
Probably take them off of mute now.
Heat level
I
critical.
overjumped and jumped right into the middle
Here comes
of
that
it.
Centurion and his buddies.
Target spotted. I
Heat
got
level
crossfire
critical.
because our team was not paying really attention.
No, they weren't. They were just kind of ham-fisting it, but you know.
Oh goodness.
Alright,
Well,
ready when
that's
you
what
are.
happens. 0 calls.
I'm just calling for help.
Not coming. Not coming.
Warning, incoming
I got a mech
missile.
behind me, I
Bad
think.
news.
Yep.
This guy's at Delta 4. Nicely, pretty great up.
Warning, incoming missile.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? He's up top?
There's 2 up top, Dart.
Ah, I don't like that.
And it's a
There
money.
you are. Look, shoot, you're still alive.
I can't
So
believe I'm
is the
still
smoke
alive,
screen.
actually.
Yeah, they're back over there. To your left. You see him back there?
No, every time I look. Oh, yeah, he's up there. Now I can see him.
Let's push them.
Is that a Phoenix Hawk? That Phoenix Hawk is... Thank
Did you kill him?
Thank you, Swarmy.
Phoenix Hawk's dead, yeah.
I put 40 rockets into his face, and then they didn't do anything to him.
I can't get up there.
Alright, I got him.
Okay, good. So there's nobody else up there?
That's cool.
Yep.
Okay, somebody on my
Turn
left
around.
over at the...
Right.
He caught me. Somebody else caught me. I think I got hit from behind. I got a kill. At least I helped.
Good for
Ooh,
you.
nice one for me.
I kind of went in the wrong place at the very beginning and got half my mech taken off.
Okay, Swarm. You've only got 4 more to kill.
Just 4. Well, 3.
more.
Missile. Right leg critical damage.
Only 3 more to kill.
Critical.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Warning.
They're really angry
Missile.
at you for some
Left
reason.
leg critical damage.
Not Swarmy.
Critical damage.
Remember, shoot him in the face.
Left leg destroyed.
Kill the meat,
Left
not the
torso
metal.
destroyed.
Ah, nice try.
Myself.
Got 4 kills. Nice
Well
work.
done, mate.
Some
You
heavy
killed
lifting
yourself,
going on.
Swarm.
Your efforts here have
It was a good match, actually. We weren't totally annihilated. Good struggle.
Well, I screwed up to start with. I was trying to jump in behind something instead on top of the building, and I jumped over the building. Oopsie.
362, 352.
And then I shot something with my rockets, and they didn't do squat. I think I was too close. What is it, 75 meters you got to stay away for rockets now or something? Or 100 meters?
100 meters.
I thought it was 50, but I'm not. They've been not doing damage, so.
They changed that recently, I think.
Huh?
They changed that recently, I think.
I thought it was 50 meters, but I'm guessing it's further now. But I don't know why. Onesie, twosie. Okay, we got this. Okay. Oops.
Second Valen, I need to arrange something.
No, that's fine.
Or green anytime you guys are.
Just waiting on Dead Money. He's fixing some stuff.
Hulk just came in.
Is there a free spot?
No,
Yeah,
but
that's always
we can fix you up with a nice, cheap, slightly used spot.
Oh damn! Always gotta get the.
I think Valen.
Downs, huh?
Does Valen have a slot?
Yes, I have a slot.
I'm joking.
Yeah, Valen's got something for you.
A swift kick in the butt.
I have to clean it up a little bit. The last guy who used it kind of pissed himself.
Yep.
No.
You had to sit next to me. That was not
Sorry.
good.
So, hey, Corsair, I didn't get to watch the rest of that.
That wasn't nice.
Well, I guess I watched quite a bit of it, but
At my
did
days.
did Artemis do its correct kick to lunar orbit?
You know, Hulk, doing balcony speeches.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
We all know how it goes.
I stopped watching it. I listened to it all night, but I wasn't watching it, so I
Yeah.
wasn't really paying attention.
Artemis did what? What's an Artemis?
Artemis probe.
Rocket.
It's a rocket with the capsule on it doing a test flight around the moon.
Oh.
They're trying to get themselves human rated for a lunar mission.
Who's doing that one?
NASA
NASA.
Yeah.
/ Boeing / who's the other partner? McDonnell Douglas or something like that.
I don't know.
I
Just
didn't
let
know
Elon
NASA
Musk
was
do it.
actually
It's United Launch Alliance, I think, that is behind. So it's Boeing and a few other companies.
I thought Obama killed the manned flights.
No, he
NASA.
killed the Constellation program.
Yeah.
And he killed the shuttles too.
Well, the shuttles were due to retire anyway, and they were blowing up, so they needed to retire them. They cost.
They were costing more to maintain than they were even worth.
Were they $5 billion per launch or 400 million? I can't remember. It was some insane amount of number.
It was insane.
Dark.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Greens.
Dropping in 3, 2, 1.
1. Launch.
Go.
Go. Launch. Go. Go. Launch.
Exactly.
It's funny your accounts were both off. But
I know. Well, I tried to sync
time.
to Valen, and then he synced.
Oh, what are we
countersync to me? It was like a poker
HP,
game.
Grim 1.
Still 1.
We went straight in. How about y'all? Y'all in?
We're in. Polar, Mining, HPG, and Grim.
Nope. We're still searching.
Uh-oh.
All right. Who's got the
Jay's
phone?
up. Hey, Joe Creek. Someday we'll get to the moon, right? Like my dad always said, if they can put a man on the moon, they can put a man on the moon. You would think, right? I think that I mean, we could have taken the Falcon Heavy. We could have already gone to the moon if NASA had wanted to just go to the moon. They want to make their SLS system something they can have instead of just waste money on. So they're not going to put money into SpaceX going to the moon. Although they are going to do a moon lander with the Starship. That'll be like a laboratory base. They're going to land a whole Starship on the moon, specially modified.
Let's face it. As soon as we can pull air from out in space or from the water and asteroids nearby, they're putting a base on the moon. I mean, let's be realistic.
Well, they can pull air from the rocks on the moon and water. The problem is we don't have an affordable way to get there until Starship works. Like the SLS isn't going to do it.
Yeah.
Didn't they find? They didn't. Did they find water on the southern pole?
Yeah, there's ice on the dark side or the southern pole or wherever it is. They've got lots of water right underneath the regolith.
The rocks.
Oh, I thought they didn't.
No, there's ice there.
There's ice there.
They slammed a penetrator into the southern pole land.
I think it was Refrigerator Perry. They just dropped him out.
I never got the results of it.
Yeah, they found ice there.
That discussion, I have seen a couple of days ago something interesting about it. There is ice on the moon.
However, what kind of ice is it?
Water ice.
It's actually the good the ice that we would need for synthesizing oxygen, because or synthesizing air or oxygen, whatever. Because thanks to the million years old impacts that are constantly happening on the moon, like meteoroids that bring that stuff. The other things were the other issue were how to build.
Artillery strike.
Starship will make it feasible and possible. So once they get that working, assuming that they do,
if we can get a reactor up there,
3D printing,
we can start processing titanium up there.
They'll 3D print structures too. Yeah, it'll be pretty cool.
Because there's titanium oxide all over the place and aluminum oxide all over the place on the moon.
But after we done from the moon, there's nothing much left. After we done from the moon, there's nothing much left.
After we use all the resources there, you mean? There's an asteroid that we know of that's made mostly of gold and crazy nice minerals that we'd want.
Yeah. I think it was 400 million.
400 million. Yeah, it's like
that.
worth trillions of billions of gazillions of dollars if you wanted to go mine it.
Until you actually get it, and then it's not worth anything anymore.
The thing is,
everybody can have gold.
If humanity would manage to make a feasible effort into space, like actually space travel in our solar system, we would solve our resource problems for any type of metals or materials probably for the next 10,000 years. We can build whatever now.
I saw a really interesting thing last year. It's still up there on YouTube, and it was a roboticized automated construction of a Taurus ring space station that would provide 1G of gravity and rotation, and it's huge, and it would only take about 6 months to build if they could take the stuff up on Starship. So,
well, there's only one problem
pre-built
with that.
panels that get put together up in space and get welded. What? What's the problem?
So there's only one problem with that. Humanity's got to get their finger out their butt and stop being jerks to each other.
They can do it even with being jerks to each other. It's fairly inexpensive if you have Starship working.
Target destroyed.
I mean, I'm not saying they shouldn't stop being jerks to each other, but I'm just saying that they could still build the space station.
But the problem is that you have people who want to make a profit, so they'll have espionage and, you know, industrial tampering of things that will slow people down because they want to be the first there or they want the resources.
Sticking with you.
All right.
It's always that way. Yeah, they can still get something done.
Target destroyed.
Let's go right. Valen.
Level critical.
Okay.
Coming over.
Yeah, I do see, by the way. I'm joining back.
Yeah. Like up the ramp?
You're valid. You have a valid reason.
Target spotted.
I'm coming.
I'm bringing the Annie with me.
I'll be there with you in a sec.
Hey, Swarm, you want to go around this left side here?
Yeah.
This MRM-30.
Okay. There was a thing that kept peeking out around here. Oops. But I can't find him anymore. He ran
Who's
away.
shooting me? And from where?
Center torso critical.
Who's just shooting?
Well, oh, he's a light right behind me. Was it
There he
Commando?
is.
Darn it. Watch your back.
Did you see where I shot Swarm?
No, but I'll follow you.
Artillery strike online.
Over there.
Target
Why isn't this guy
acquired.
shooting him more?
There
goes.
Target destroyed.
Oh, got it.
Down.
Cool.
Coming.
Oh, darn it, I killed myself.
Where's that UAV?
I'm back.
Come here, UAV.
Welcome.
I'm still.
Sweetness.
Artist on us.
Got Hotel King Crab. Hotel King Crab.
It's all right. Oh.
So the NASA budget right now, in percentage of federal budget, is lower than it's ever been in history, other than
Watch out,
the
there's a crab and an atlas down there.
first 2 years, maybe the third year of its history.
What do you mean a bat?
It's been slashed over and over and over and over.
And this isn't in dollars; it's just percentage of the federal budget. So it's about 0.5%. It's less than 0.5%.
Gunshot in the back.
And
that's what shoot me in the back.
In the 90s, 88, about 89 through 94, it was almost 1%. But it's down below 0.5% now.
Yeah, I'm getting shot to pieces.
It's not like tech got cheaper to do.
Trying to give you a hand here.
Yeah, that's not good.
Come on. Okay, can't do that. Roll around.
And in constant dollars, it's low also. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was over there at Indian 9 a while ago.
Just rust off.
23 billion in 2021.
For what?
All their different space research and satellites and probes and
That ain't
programs.
much.
It's not much.
Peek your head out.
That's a large.
I mean, when I
Only
did
if
my
you punch
paper,
Drax.
It is. It looks like about 1% as much as the military budget, or 1/100th the military budget.
when I did my paper on putting a colony in orbit,
Yeah.
you know, just a base, I was estimating $2 trillion in 1994 dollars.
Excuse me, sir. You're in the way.
What would that be now? 4 trillion, probably.
Well, seeing as Obama took the deficit from 8 trillion
This guy, I don't think he's gonna
to
get
20
anywhere.
trillion.
Hey, come on, big boy, you can do it.
There he goes.
You know,
He's not taking a run for it. He's taking a stand. So he's not gonna come down. He's gonna get nailed.
and since they've been printing money like
a
you know,
newspaper.
like toilet
paper.
Drax, I gotta come into the stream at the wrong time, huh?
So it's probably around 20 trillion now or something like that. Is what it would cost. That was the figures I had.
Yeah, I don't think it'd cost that much now because once Starship's
Not like
working,
a
cost per pound to orbit's going to be
Okay, you can
1/100th
take
of
it.
what
You're
it
fine.
used to be.
You're all right.
Well, you're still looking at.
It's just going to be fuel costs, basically.
You're still looking at all the materials and stuff
Sure.
like that.
But stainless steel is relatively cheap, and they could build it out of stainless steel because the cost per ton to orbit it'll be so low.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Why couldn't
no. Biosphere done decided that was
Why?
bad. That was no good.
they? Why?
Because it absorbs the oxygen.
Stainless steel does?
Bad juju.
Yep.
Like, and then oxidizes?
It starts absorbing
Yeah.
it, and you lose a lot of oxygen.
They don't have trouble with it for pure oxygen in their tanks for the rockets. Is that just because it's colder?
Or because it's in a
It's liquid.
Yeah, it's liquid.
Or non-gaseous state. So it's harder
Yeah,
to
but it's
absorb.
in high concentration, direct contact,
Oh.
maybe.
Oh, and it doesn't sit there for years.
Right.
It doesn't stay there.
Well, they
for
expect to
years.
get 1,000 launches out of each of these spaceships, starships. So it's not decades, right?
Look-
They might.
Look at the data on the what they call it, the biodomes. On biodomes.
So what material do they recommend making it out of? Aluminum or something, or what?
But definitely not aluminum. Aluminum really sucks it up. They're coming up with some what do you call it? They have to anodize it.
Well, anodized aluminum turns to ruby. Or actually, not ruby, just aluminum turns to ruby as soon as it's in contact to air. You get a thin layer of ruby on it. So that's why it doesn't just dissolve. But you can anodize it too, which gives it more protection.
And they're still trying to figure out how to get, permanence.
Yeah,
you
in
know.
order to last.
If you're holding for short periods of time, right? I mean, seriously. Have you ever worked with oxyacetylene?
No.
Torches and
Just
stuff?
once.
Yeah, you know how heavy that little oxygen
It's
tank
heavy.
is?
Yeah, it's got to be strong.
Yeah.
Let me know when you guys are green. We're green sitting here.
Just waiting on Hulk.
Almost. I'm just rescaling a little bit because I haven't been on here in a little bit, so I'm done now.
Alright.
Sorry, I try to be quick as possible.
We're green.
All right, 3, 2, 1, launch.
No, I'd have to dig out my old papers and stuff, because I was checking with the biodomes and stuff like that, and all that to get some of my data. But the thing, like you said, putting steel's heavy. Stainless steel's heavy.
Yeah, I know, but you don't have to have as thick of it to make a shell, and it's not going to be under a lot of high G load. So it wouldn't.
Excuse me?
It's not going to be under a lot of high G load. It's going to have 1 G for rotational artificial gravity, and the rockets, the starships are stainless steel, and they're I think a 1/2 inch thick, basically, on their shell. But they're under pressure, which strengthens them, right? Because they've got propellant in them. Yeah.
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 You have 1 G.
What?
You have 1 G, right?
Yeah. On the rockets, they have more than that. But on a space station that's rotating to get 1 G, it's other than that. It's in a low gravity environment.
Now, think about this, Dark. When you start putting equipment inside that,
It's going to weigh a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I know it's got to be strong enough to hold the weight of all the stuff you put in it.
Toilet paper ain't going to hold a 2-ton chunk of metal.
Well, of course not.
A 2-ton machine.
Of course not.
So that's a lot of steel.
Of course it is. All I'm saying is, if cost to orbit is cheap enough, they can build it out of a lot of steel.
What you want to do, in my the way I had it to be more cost effective, right?
Yeah.
Was go to the moon, manufacture your components on the moon, and use a rail
To
gun
launch them.
to fire it into
Yeah,
orbit.
I've seen that kind of stuff proposed too.
And then retrieve, your supplies from there.
Yeah.
To get started. And you can use the stuff on the moon. I mean, like I say, titanium, aluminum,
and process it, and
stuff
then
like
send the
that.
raw materials that you need, or you could even form them.
and
maybe.
then send sections
Yeah.
to orbit. And you also have your fuel that you can create up there out of the water. Oxygen, hydrogen fuel. And you can use that. You can fire that to the, for rockets to that they can pick up and use to fuel everything else up there they need to move stuff around and play catch. However, the thing is, you have to fire those. Get the math for doing that.
It has to be pretty precise.
Otherwise, what you do, you drop a 50-ton chunk of space station on a city,
Right.
And
Not good.
a 50-ton chunk of titanium or steel or
Gotta drop.
So cost per ton projected or estimated, so we know that's not going to be right. Not per ton, sorry, cost per kilogram that Starship is targeting or aiming for is $10 per kilo.
No, 10,000.
I just read $10 per kilo.
It's over 50,000 now, or when I was doing my
maybe this is
figures.
one. Maybe it's capital K. Hang on, it says right here. I don't know if this is there's so many dumb links. $10, yeah. So cost of per kilogram for Starship for low Earth orbit is targeted to be $10 per kilo, compared to $65,400 for the 1981 debut of the Space Shuttle Columbia. It was $64,000 per kilo. So they're going for 10.
Like I said, in the 90s, when I did my paper, it was 50,000.
Yeah. Current.
Oh god.
Yeah,
But
I saw.
It's a hot undetected mech in your area.
Brios is on the other team.
Oh god, no.
Current cost is about.
Brios
Actually playing the game here.
Yeah, oh, we go down.
Brios is my target.
I'll come
Brios
back
is going
to
to go down
this.
in Hall of Fame.
I'm going to get killed if I
Killing
sit here
us.
too long.
What do you mean? What are they on about? Oh, they're arguing because there is a difference of how you could do a space station theoretically in low to outer Earth orbit, and the material that would be best used versus cost to weight ratio of rocket to get it up.
Say that again. Sorry, I was shooting somebody.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, I wanted to hear what you said again anyway, please.
Mm.
You don't have to tell me.
No, I was telling Jack what you guys were talking about.
Oh, okay.
Because he was like, "What are they on about?" No.
Artillery strike online. Airstrike online.
See, I bore my string with crafts, not space facts.
I'm not above boring them with crafts too.
Hey, Swarm, you might want to bug out.
I can't do that. I'm missing a leg.
Oh, criminy! I'm trying to assist you here, but
Swarmy's dying.
you're way out there.
Swarmy's dying.
And I'm taking
Needs
a lot
legs
of heat.
anyway.
Not me.
Brios is
Yeah, Brios is gonna come
on
for
my
us.
ass.
Yeah?
I'm shut off.
Artillery strike online. Airstrike online.
I don't think that Warhammer likes me.
Target spotted.
Whoa, I'm getting shot in the back now.
Activated.
I've got to bug out.
I'm stuck in a hole.
Oh, nice.
Are you?
Somebody is behind me. What you?
Are you getting away, Swarm?
kindly-
Yeah.
There's nobody behind you, dude. It's a rock.
Online.
Gosh, I can't get him.
Some
Enough of that.
crap.
Need assistance.
Watch it. Oh,
A criminy. Okay. Did you get away, Swarm? Okay, good.
Target acquired.
Echoes in the open.
Affirmative.
Oh, I thought there was more with me. Never mind. I'm so lonely. Oh,
There's
so
some eyesight.
lonely.
Eyesight.
Bravo. Archer behind us. He's down.
Thought I had more people behind me. Apparently not.
Golf is in the open.
Oops. So, if anybody's interested, this is what I've been working on.
Don't bore me with crafts.
Too late. Boring my string with crafts.
Crafts have happened. No crafters were actually harmed in the making
What's
of
our
this.
team doing here?
I don't know. My spirit hurts a lot.
Dark, you've only got 9 more to get.
Heat
You
level
only have 9
critical.
more.
I don't feel like I'm
Red
going to get
smoke
him.
guard. Only 9 more, Dark. Just 9 more. You got this.
Get him.
Hard left, Dark. Hard
Oh,
right in
right
front
there.
of you. Shoot him in the back.
I
Shoot him in the
did.
butt,
I
shoot him in
shot
the
him,
butt.
but it didn't. He didn't die like he was supposed to. That should have killed him. I thought that was one of my guys standing right there.
Uh-oh, Brios is on top of the mountain. He feels like the world. Oh, Mechwarrior. With his 4 ERPBC build, oh my god, dude.
Los Brios?
So the Atlas
Spicy.
5 in 2015 cost $20,000 per kilo.
He's not on the mountain, he is?
Really?
That's a lot of damage.
It's down that much?
Yeah.
20,000
Yeah,
a kilo?
that was in 2000, what did I say, 15.
Oh, you're not shooting this CT. Thank
Wow.
But Musk's talking about $10 a kilo, so it's a crazy,
dude. We're actually like
low amount. Even if he's off by a factor of 10 and it's $100 a kilo, that would be game changing.
Wow.
$1,000 a kilo would be game changing.
So Ryan is doing work, dude.
Dude, 10 out of 10, like, come on.
But then again,
oh, we have the upper hand.
We are continuing to what do you call it? Miniaturize the computer systems. And
sure, but a space station we don't want to be miniature. We want it to be bigger.
I don't know, but Kero Solari needs a freaking paycheck. He's doing overtime
the
work
Falcon
right now,
Heavy,
carrying all of our butts.
or the Falcon 9. So Atlas 5, the new Atlas 5 from 2016.
4 kills. God knows how many
This is
assists.
a better chart.
I mean, Jesus.
Language, please. The new Falcon. I mean, the new Atlas.
Jesus is not a bad
I know,
word.
it's the use of it that all I'm talking about.
What's the use of it then?
As a curse exclamation sort of word.
No, that's not how I was using it.
Fine.
We have an Orion protector that is now gone and killed 4 mechs and probably God knows how many assists. He is saving our match. There's his 5th kill.
The Atlas 5 in 2016, their cost per kilogram went down to $5,685. The Falcon 9 is less than half of that at $1,891. The Falcon Heavy in 2022 launched for under $1,000, $951 per kilo.
I did horribly.
Is that payload?
That's the payload to low Earth orbit.
Or is that a gross?
That's payload delivered to low Earth orbit. Cost per kilogram payload. The goal for NASA in 2040 is tens of dollars, but Musk's shooting for $10 by another year from now, not 20 years from now. It's pretty crazy. I mean, the Falcon rocket's been upsetting the whole industry. They've done more launches in 1 year than almost all other rocket launches worldwide.
Is that the one using methane fuel?
No, the new one uses methane fuel. The Falcon uses kerosene and oxygen. The Starship uses methane and oxygen because they want to be able to make methane on Mars to fuel their return.
You know, I mean, I actually seen some of the engineering on that, and that they use the methane to cool the reentry.
Oh, they were talking about doing that expiration cooling, perspiring, basically sweating out fuel out of pores. But they are just going to use heat tiles. They decided to use heat tiles on the Starship. The heat tiles are the size of saucers, though. They're big hexagons, and there's like, I don't know, 20,000 or something like that on there. But they're all basically the same. There's only a few different ones, so it's not like the space shuttle where everyone was a different shape.
You've still got the issue of the gluing them on.
Yeah, they put them on with
and then the space shuttle had with all their tires.
Yeah, I don't know if they're not gluing them on. They're using a 3 pins that stick out from the hull that are welded to the hull. That are stainless steel that have split and a ball on the end and split through all that. So they snap together in order to let the tile go over, and then they open up again naturally and stay on that way. And they're still fighting the problem of vibration knocking them off. Like they just did a test fire with 14 engines.
Like I said,
what's that?
That's just no.
Sorry, say again.
I'm just saying that you still got the same problem the shuttles were having.
Maybe not. We'll see. They just did a test firing with 14 of the 30 engines, and I haven't seen whether or not they lost tiles this time or not. When they did 7, they lost a few. So they're still kind of tweaking that process and how they're doing it. They kind of, they do rapid prototyping. So they do stuff and they try it and it blows up, and they try not to blow it up, but they know they're going to, and they just go ahead and their production, they're making 1 engine a day now. So they're doing 30 of the most efficient, highest thrust to weight ratio engines that have ever been made. And they do 1 a day, and they want to spool that up to 2 a day. And they're reusable, so you don't have to get 1 launch out of them. You can get 100 or 1,000 launches out of them. Is the plan. We'll see how that goes. It's pretty crazy. I'm surprised, Gunfighter, you haven't watched all of the SpaceX video stuff, because it's fascinating what they're doing. It's really cool. Yeah, I think you would really like them. The Starship stuff.
I've seen some of the stuff, but I don't get all of it, And
Drax, we're not getting high, we're getting lofty. We're green anytime you guys are.
We're green.
3, 2, 1, launch.
But I did like the perspiration.
I know, that's a cool thing, right?
I mean, you know how we cool jet engines, right?
No, don't you just keep airflow going on the outside of them too?
Yeah, you got blow by around combustion cans. And the 2,000 degree blow by on the combustion cans cools the 4,000 degree combustion.
That's crazy. Musk wants to build a cheap and not an efficient rocket, it seems then. Building a discounter rocket held together by more prayers, I'll bet. Absolutely, that's not the case. The Falcon rocket series has been highly reliable and cheap. It's half of any other launch cost system in the world, and it's partially reusable. It's like they land their first stage and reuse it. Some of them have been used already 10, 12 times.
Sorry to chime in. Isn't the Falcon rocket or one of the rocket types that supplies the IS space station?
They take stuff up to the International Space Station, including human
so
crew.
They have experience for days. Oh, yes.
Yeah, they're human rated on their capsule. Dragon capsule. Thank you. And they've been doing that before. United Launch Alliance was supposed to do that, and they couldn't get their capsule to work correctly, and they went back to the drawing board on not the drawing board, but they had to make a lot of changes that set them back. Every time they turn around, they've been set back on something. And their cost is way higher because they throw away their entire rocket. I think they can reuse the capsule a few times, like 3 or 4 times is all. And so it's just, there's no contest. I wouldn't say they're not safe. They're safer than any rocket. Safer than the space shuttle. They have a higher reliability rate than the space shuttle had. Not that that's saying much, right?
One of the things that I worry about is becoming.
Well, also at the same time,
banal.
I mean, the thing to remember is they're innovating as they go, so it's going to get better.
It's going to get better.
Look at the new innovations on the spacesuits that they have.
Yeah.
smaller, or able to still be in the same vacuum, easier to manipulate. I mean,
now the spacesuits they wear in the capsule aren't rated for exterior use, right? Because they don't protect them from everything. But they do protect them in a vacuum.
I think
no, they're
are.
not. They're not.
Like they can't be in direct
Vacuum.
They can be in direct vacuum. They can't be outside the capsule without it. They don't protect the pilots enough from radiation and stuff like that.
Thought they had changed.
No, they have another design for EVA type suits, but just the launch suit that they wear and landing suit is space vacuum rated. It'll keep them warm. It'll keep them oxygenated, keep them alive.
Yes.
And it's definitely much more comfortable than the old suits, but it's not for an EVA.
One of the things they're testing on this Artemis mission is the amount of radiation that is absorbed by the astronauts, by the crew, correct? They've got these radiation sensors on these two partial mannequins. And they have a third that is using a new material that they're trying to see if this is more radiation resistant material to make seats out of.
You guys see him yet?
The other thing, Suitled, the other thing is the goal is not to make it cheap as in flimsy or easy to break down. The goal is to make spaceflight as affordable and commonplace and dependable as airlines, where you can turn around a rocket in under 2 hours and launch it again. So reliability is highly important in their design philosophy. And the thing that's really cool to watch is they keep removing things. So his philosophy is the best part is no part at all. So if they can figure out a way to do something without a part, then they go for that.
Target spotted. Well, let's destroy. I'll already lost one of my bullets.
I think I just fired at the wrong thing.
Whoopsie daisy.
I was like firing into a cloud, right?
Oh my god. Was it
It was
shooting
just
at you?
DACA, and there's smoke, and I couldn't really tell what I was hitting. It didn't. I couldn't even get a lock. I just saw the tracers coming at me, so I fired kind of down the line of the tracers, but I don't know if I really guessed right.
I think you're hitting a rock, Marauder. Joking.
Behind me? I haven't hit a rock yet.
Gonna rock somebody's world.
I'd do that. I'm such a pilot. I'm such a pilot.
There's a raven up high.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, my leg, dude! My leg!
Target spotted.
Yeah.
Shellcat Alpha.
Someone took my leg forward, dude.
Target spotted.
Got some on our left flank behind us.
We're flanked.
You have Thanos also back here, F5.
Arm critical damage.
He didn't hit me there, did he?
That's right, coming in.
We need to get the Marauder.
Acquired. Artillery strike online. Airstrike online.
Ouch.
Started to chip away at us. Stay frosty.
Come on, Mech. Move.
Rotary bane of my existence.
Left arm destroyed. Heat sink destroyed.
Ouch.
Left torso destroyed.
I'm missing everything, and I'm just dying here. That's not a good match.
I'm down.
No.
I lost half my.
No, his power, he's not refining the power of lift to cheapen flight, but he rather builds the rocket cheaper until it breaks. No, that's not what he's trying to do.
Are you fucking kidding me? No fucking way.
This Ouster pushing that will ultimately bring up overhaul overall better efficiency. For space
Wow.
station. No, I mean, no, I don't think that's accurate. He's optimizing power to weight at every chance, and still giving it the required overstrength and overrating to be human flight rated on everything. So I think in order, like, you have to do I think it's a 30 or 40% gunfighter. You might know a pressure test. You have to go 30% or 40% more than the operational pressure before your tanks burst. Yeah, pressure testing to make sure they're not going to burst under regular use. So they put them under. They put them on a special rig that not only inflates them with high pressure and liquid nitrogen, but also puts them under
there's a couple mechs there,
millions of tons of hydraulic presses underneath them to make sure that the structure can withstand that stress too at the same time.
Yeah, I almost had it, and then popped like a cherry.
Yeah.
Can we stop
I
that?
know on aircraft.
It's hard to hear you. Hang on, gunfighter. Everybody's talking in the match so much I can't even hear you.
I said I know that on the aircraft and stuff, when we put them on the test stands and stuff like that, we would do like 25% over.
Okay.
The ratings. And if they broke,
on the fuel tanks and oxygen tank main tanks, I think it's 30%.
The reactionary stuff, right?
Wow.
Oh,
yeah.
oxygen tanks. We actually transferred away from oxygen tanks to OBOG tanks.
No, but that's on aircraft. This is like fuel oxygen, right? For the rocket itself.
Right.
Oxidizer.
But that's a totally different story there. That's completely different. Stuff. I mean, I can't say because I've never actually got to work on those things. If you know what I'm saying. And when I was medical, I could go work at NASA because I can't, I just can't do the work anymore.
Let's see, 200 bar. So the longest test was 100 seconds, limited by the size of propellant tanks. Test engine operated at 20. That's the test engine. That's not the right thing. It's not 200 bar. That's the engine, probably.
Which engines are you talking about?
The new engines that SpaceX is building. Raptor.
Okay. What you're saying is they've only tested them to...
No, I'm talking about the tanks,
for 100 seconds.
The fuel and oxygen tanks sitting on top of Raptor engines. So they test those, and I'm trying to find how much. I'm trying to find out how much safety margin they have over there.
As a general rule, okay, this is just a general rule. You want 25% more. General rules. Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. Found it. So around pressure of around 6 to 8.5 bar. I think 6 bar is needed for orbital flight, and so they go to 8.5. So that's about 25%-ish.
That's what I said as a general
I think
rule.
that's I think that pays out or plays out to that pretty closely. It's really
I mean, that's what we did on aircraft and stuff like that when we're testing engines and
that's probably closer to 30%, but it's right in that ballpark. So that's all that anybody. So back to the original comment. That's the same spec that NASA does on their rockets, or that United Launch Alliance does on their rockets. It's not like they're making them cheaper or less safe.
I know on the F-15s and the F-18s, especially the F-18 Foxtrots.
Yeah.
The Super Hornets.
Yeah, we're green anytime you guys say.
We were testing them to 12 Gs.
That's crazy.
What do you mean?
That's just a lot of Gs for a pilot to be in a plane with.
I've seen pilots take 10 Gs.
Yeah, 10.
No problem.
How many of them can? How long do they stay awake at 12?
It depends on the pilot and their health and how good they are and their G suits and but
they can do it for a
usually
time, right?
You're only pulling those G's for less than a minute.
Yeah.
I mean,
you get short.
You're not even 30 seconds pulling those kind of G's.
Right. Hang on, I have to get into a Shadowhawk. This might be my last drop. I have a Shadowhawk build already. I should probably just take that. Is that okay?
Just waiting on Hulk.
No, the prototype Foxtrots that we put out, the vert stabs were tearing off of them because they had to make them so much larger than the other ones. So we had to reinforce those.
Panzer, is this okay? It's got the MRM 30 and the AC-10. Is that fine? I don't have time. I got to go to bed soon.
Your grave digger?
Yeah, I'm just going to drop with this if that's okay. All right, we're green. 3.
Still waiting on Hulk.
Thank you, Panzer.
Is there a glossy Panzerfaust?
There's nothing United Launch Alliance or NASA has that will be anywhere near 3, 2, 1 launch. That will be anywhere near as efficient as Starship will be. It's crazy more efficient than anything else in the industry. Their Falcon is more efficient than anything else in the industry. I mean, it's just amazing. You go check out the engine design and everything's pretty darn impressive.
I mean, I'm sitting there. They're still using the Bell designs, right? Not the Aero Spikes.
They're not doing Aero Spikes. It's a Bell, and they have a vacuum rated and a atmospheric rated one. So on the Starship, they have 3 of each. They have 3 atmospheric ones in the center, and then they're rotated slightly, and then there's 3 large vacuum ones on the outer ring. That's on the Starship. Then on the booster of it, there's 30 Raptor engines. 30.
Interesting.
And then the inner 3 are what it lands back on, except there's no landing legs on the booster. They catch it with the tower chopsticks. That's the same tower they use to lift and stack the thing and lift the booster up onto the pad and lift the Starship onto the booster. And they'll either catch it or they won't. That'll be fun. I mean, they're all set for some really great explosions. It could be really very fascinating to watch these things blow up. And they're going to blow some up. There's no question. They've been blowing some up along the way. But each time, they keep making them better.
Falcon does not use Raptors, it uses Merlins.
Falcon uses Merlins. I'm talking about the Starship uses Raptors. Sorry.
I don't care what you're using.
Oh, yeah.
You get a good crosswind going, and you're trying to catch those things with chopsticks.
Yeah, I know. That'll be... That's what I'm wondering about, too. You get a 30-mile-an-hour wind, and you're going to have to... I mean, it's going to... They land pretty accurately now with the Falcons within 5-10 feet. And the chopsticks can move back and forth and in and out, so they can track. If they can hover really close,
you get a micro
then
burst.
they can get them. Yeah, I know. It's like a giant. But when it comes down, it's going to be mostly empty, and it's going to be like a giant sail, right?
You remember that L-1011?
Wait, Waylon, where are you going?
It was coming in and it bounced off the highway, and then it slammed into the water tank.
What were you talking about?
Roger that.
That L-1011 back in the 80s?
No, was that a plane?
They made a movie about fire and ice.
Did it land in the Potomac?
No, not at Dallas-Fort Worth. No, it didn't land in the Potomac at Dallas-Fort Worth.
I didn't hear you say Dallas.
I said DFW.
Oh, DFW. I thought that was a direwolf.
Dallas-Fort Worth. No, I was actually first on scene of that crash.
Panzer, what's the build that
We
you
were
sent me there? Like
we heard the
what's in that?
emergency brakes. Huh?
I was asking Panzer something. He was trying to get me to do a Mech of Death build.
Hellborn. Oh my. We haven't got one sinky tonight for some reason.
I know.
Oh well. It happens.
Do we have any tier 1
Yes.
pilots? Swarmy, you're not tier 1 yet, are you?
We have 9 tails with some hot sausages and a hot shot on the opposite team. And a PvP Creed.
Sea Moose.
And a Proto 3030. Sweet.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hello.
Duty.
Howdy doody.
Good eye.
Captain Hi-Res. Wow.
Good
He
eye,
should
man.
be
Sensors online.
have great attention to detail, I guess.
All systems nominal.
Command coming in. Capture and hold the resource point. Stop any.
We have a Cosmic Goblin.
All right. Let's see if I can stay alive.
Okay,
Probably
really.
not.
Okay, I'm riding with the Swarm. Should I hop on top and
This
ride?
thing's not
Swarm?
even very fast.
Yeah, you should do that.
So for any of you
I should hop on
Rambos,
top and just ride on top of you.
I may still
Yeah, I got a big head.
So we'll give him a few minutes and then we'll run behind.
I don't want to damage you.
This is probably my last drop. I think
And
I
I
need to go to
definitely don't
bed.
wanna damage
I've got a
me.
photo portrait shoot tomorrow and
Oh,
other
wait a
things
minute.
I've got to get done.
Is somebody going to Absalon?
My thermostats came though, so I can maybe get my HVAC working
Yeah, we better
correctly.
go to Absalon.
This weekend maybe? I got to call him.
This is one of those nasty ones. Hey, Corsair, look, I'm in my 7 dog.
Online.
You're in a 7 Papa. I'm in a 7 dog.
We have gained Epsilon.
All right.
Hustler.
Well, looks like they already got Epsilon.
Yeah, they got the Absalon.
I had to keep heading that way anyway.
I guess it's heading towards Thader now.
Thader.
Thader, yeah. We're
Going to Thader.
Low signal on me.
Yeah, we're going to get some taters at Thader.
Oh, I love Thader taters. And I'm really concerned about all the Thader tater haters.
That's the low ground. Oh, stuff, Mac.
You got Thader tater
There's
haters?
Thader tater haters, and I just don't think they know what they're talking about.
I don't know why.
They might later.
They might
Jackson
later.
going through Echo 3.
I feel like
Echo
Thader
4,
taters are quite
back to the mountain.
food or hunger
Somebody
satyrs.
saying Echo 4? What's happening to Echo 4?
Well, they saved the Gators.
Echo 3, Echo 3.
Enemy forces have Sigma.
Anybody who doesn't like Thader taters, you got to wonder if they're just haters.
Target spotted.
If you should see them laters.
Careful around in the corner.
Oh, there's somebody up there. Let's see if we can get a shot on him.
I got chewed up.
Target acquired.
I'm on your 6, Swarmy.
Got that guy.
Target destroyed.
I'm gonna pop out, guys. So I'll get
All
you
right,
guys
thanks for the
some
drop,
time.
Hulk.
Yep.
Yeah, good games for sure. You guys definitely got the rust off. I've been on like I don't know how long. Okay, anyways, bye.
Oh, Swarmy, I just fell down. Sorry, I can't back you up on that anymore.
High ground, large laser sniper.
It was an accident.
Find,
8%.
I didn't mean to desert you. I'm
That's
going to
okay.
pop up here, though. Maybe I can hit him.
25%.
Need help with the Thanatos over here?
I can take them on my
All
own.
right, then. Yeah, I'm just middling tier 3.
Never mind, I'm dead.
They'd have a tighter house now next to it.
You still there? Did you kill that guy?
Oh shit.
Airstrike online.
Oh.
Airstrike airstrike activated.
Theta is controlled by the enemy.
I got one of them before they killed me.
Shooting scoot.
Riding with the Swarmster. Right,
There's an annihilator down there. I'm going down.
Good kill on the Thanatos.
Target acquired.
You having fun with the enemy?
Right leg, right leg.
Target destroyed.
Thanks. Thank
Good
you,
kill, good
Stormy.
kill. Hang out for a moment.
There's something above me, I think.
Well, of course there is.
Did you get
You got that
the?
thing coming around. Fire, fire, fire.
Acquired.
Loose one.
That's
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa. What are you doing,
What?
Dark?
Did I get in your way?
Dark just run right in front of
Sorry
you.
about
Fire,
that.
Fire. I mean, you know.
Resource point Theta
I didn't. I thought you were not
we
quite
got
as
Vader.
close to me. I guess. When I
Push
came
in
in.
the factory.
I'm a little mech. I thought I could squeeze in.
What do you think they make here?
Okay.
Big mech.
selected 50% of their resources. Capture
Oh,
resources.
I'm gonna be dead.
Lima, Lima.
Yeah, with Lima.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dark. Come on back. Come on back.
Yep.
Go high side.
Be okay. Drop down.
I gotta get up there
Got
somehow.
two Marauders.
Okay. Oh, you got to go around.
The factory.
Behind you. Behind you. Behind you.
Delta, Delta, Delta.
I think I got one right above me. Yeah.
I think I just found him by accident.
It's right above me.
Target India Cougar. India Cougar.
If he jumps down, I'm going to be surprised. There you are.
Good kill. Good kill. Behind you. Behind you. Behind you. Behind you.
New target acquired.
Dog Shadowcat. Dog Shadowcat. CT
Almost
Shadowcat.
had him.
CT Shadow.
Warning.
He only has one leg.
CT Shadowcat.
RM ammo at 25%. Fuel at 25%.
He's dead now.
Dark, are you
I
still in
am
the fight?
trying to get up here.
25%.
Ah,
Fuel at 0%.
I can't get up there.
He's unfighting.
I'm unfighting. Don't distract me. I'm unfighting. I can't get up there.
You gotta
I'm going to come back around the other way
You're gonna have to go.
We've captured resource
before it's
point
too late,
Theta.
hopefully.
Well, it's 8-8.
Are they up high or down low? Okay.
Yes.
Well done, man.
Yeah, go through there.
tried.
There you go.
Kappa is
He's
under
on
enemy
Theta.
control.
Is that him right
Did you
there?
see him up top left?
Yeah, get him.
Fire. There's a pair of them.
Almost there. One final
Come
push.
on.
Ouch.
Right
Don't get between them.
Not trying to.
Keep one on the
25%.
I think there's
Oh,
three of
great.
them.
There's one high, two low.
Critical. Center
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah, there's three now.
Resource
I did
point
488
Theta.
damage. It's not bad for not being in this thing for a long time. AC-10, 4 medium lasers, and a light 280. 3 tons of ammo, endo steel, and light for armor. So I might like that better. I like medium lasers. The rockets are...
There's three of them there. Watch out.
You're almost there. Stop them at all costs.
New target acquired. Center torso.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Grab one of the other caps. Go grab Gamma.
Warning incoming missile.
You're it.
Tag, you're it.
Theta is controlled by the
Oh,
enemy.
excuse me. I didn't even do the dumb game tonight. I'm a failure. Streaming failure.
There's 3 heavies there that you're going to go play with. Instead of just grabbing one that's not got nothing on it.
Ooh, how do you...
He is sneaky.
Yeah.
I don't think we can.
I know that feeling. Tier 4.
You can actually win this, maybe.
Been in Tier 4 for a long time. I've made it a mission to at least
take the other ones.
whatever way I can climb myself up.
We lost.
Run in circles around it.
Can't wait left.
Good try.
That's about as close as.
Too bad he didn't go for Gamma or Kappa like I told him, huh?
That was awesome. Maybe we didn't win.
Got turned around at the bottom. Sorry.
Yeah.
It was a great try.
It was a awesome
Got
game.
3 kills at least.
You got 3 kills. Nice.
Oh,
Good try, guys. Thanks for the
I
draw.
got 3 assists.
Swarmy.
Swarmy doesn't mess around.
Wormster. Yes. Okay.
I'm
Come on,
second
come on.
in place.
My brain hurts.
Damage zeros, no damage launchers.
I don't mess around either. Cheers, guys.
Good night.
Take some.
Well, I did
for
pretty
the
well.
matches.
No, medium. It's not bad. Not too bad. Okay, Panzer, I'll start with this. I saved the build. I'll start with it tomorrow night. Assuming I'm on tomorrow night, which I probably will be. Maybe not, though. I think we're hanging out with Jeremy before he goes back to Virginia tomorrow. So I may be on late or might not be on at all. And that's it for me tonight. So everybody, thanks so much. Dead Money, Gunfighter, Swarmy, Valen, and Corsair. Thanks for dropping with me. It's always a pleasure. Always an honor to be with you guys. Hope you have fun the rest of the night doing matches. And then everybody in chat, thanks so much for hanging out. Be sure to hit follow if you want to make a bad life choice. I don't recommend it. Or double down and throw money away and make a doubly bad life choice. That'd be like a bad life choice. What are you going to do with that $5 anyway? Really? You're going to waste it on a Starbucks cup of Joe or something? I don't know. That just doesn't seem like the right thing to do. Anyway, have a great night, everybody. See you later. This has been Ghostlands. I'm your host, Dark Marauder, and it's the favorite place to waste the most important moments of your life. And I'm leading you valiantly into the darkness. Good night. Night.
That was a good match to end on.
Yep.
Good night, Kodo. Salute.